this place of hurt and devastation, and you manage to turn it into something that you're proud of, there's nothing better than that.
What was it like kind of watching the old footage back of you and Dan writing the album, having the perspective that you now have?
Yeah, I think it's so cool. I mean, obviously the songs from Sour completely have taken on a whole new meaning, and they kind of have a life of their own now, which I think is just a natural thing that happens when you put out music. But it was really cool to go back and revisit the songs when they were just like kind of seeds of an idea, when they hadn't become what they are today. So that was really cool, and just kind of reminded me a lot about like the magic that songwriting is.
Totally. And obviously you have some amazing live performances in this film as well. What kind of inspired those rearrangements for you, and how did you go about creating those performances?
Yeah, I really wanted to make this film for my fans, and especially my fans who maybe couldn't come to my tour this go around. And so I thought it would be really cool to kind of rearrange the songs. So it's almost like a brand new concert for them.
And I love also how intimate this film is. We see you in a couple of moments of vulnerability. The one that really struck me was kind of during the recording of Enough for You.
What's wrong?
I'm so sad about it. I don't know.
I think you're overthinking that.
What made you want to include moments like that in this film?
Yeah, I just think they're an important part of the process of making an album. I think I had so many like doubts and insecurities, and I think it would be doing the process a disservice if I didn't kind of showcase that, because that was definitely a big part of my mindset at the time.
And you have some special guests throughout the film. I particularly loved the high voltage performance of Brutal that has Blue the Tiger and Kawa Bird.
You're listening to the most popular song on the planet.
What made you want to include them in that version, and how did that collaboration kind of come together?
Yeah, I like found them both on TikTok, and I think they're the coolest, and I've known of them for a while. And there's just something so special, I think, about like girls just like rocking out together, and that's like an all girl band. And I don't know, it's just so empowering to me. I love women in rock, and I feel like we don't really like see as much of it as we should in the media today. And so it was really cool to kind of do that in the film. That's one of my favorite performances.
Yeah, and I really love how much your band is spotlighted throughout the film as well. And obviously they're an all-female band. What's the importance kind of that?
Yeah, I mean, they're all just like so amazing. They're all such fantastic musicians, and we get along really well. And it's nice to have that camaraderie with people, especially when you're on the road for so many days. But yeah, it's going to be so fun to go on the road. I just, I kind of put out all my music in isolation because it all kind of happened during COVID. And so it's going to be really fun to get out and about and see the music in real life and how it affects people in real time.
What have you kind of been doing to prepare for tour? What's the process been like? Because I know it's your first tour ever, which is crazy.
I know. It's so exciting. I've just been doing a lot of rehearsals and lots of like vocal exercises, trying to, get my voice in good shape. Yesterday I actually, I ran on the treadmill and like sang my songs. Cause sometimes when you're like performing on stage, you get really winded. I did such a bad job running on the treadmill. It was so hard. I feel so sorry for my friend who had to listen to me while I did that, cause I sounded terrible, but just stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so great. Yeah, that's amazing. My last question, we hear this song during the end credits that I believe is an unreleased song. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that from your Sour sessions or earlier? And will we get to have a release of that song?
Yeah, I wrote that kind of when I was writing all of the Sour songs, and I was just kind of like looking at a bunch of my old voice memos when we were making the film. And I found that one. I was like, oh, that's really good. And it like never came out. So I thought, let's just like put it as a voice memo in the film, and maybe something that people will like. But I don't actually think it'll ever come out, which I think is kind of cool. It's like just a little treat.
There's nothing that connects people and nothing that is a truer window into human emotion than music.